Hey y'all, it's Sarah and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's great to have you all back for another video. I'm sort of in a weird setting. I am in front of my disheveled bookshelves. This whole thing might be out of focus because I don't know what's gonna happen with this, but we're gonna try. So as you can tell by the title, today I am organizing my bookshelves. I've taken a lot of Instagram photos lately, I've filmed a lot of videos, and so I have books everywhere, and I wasn't really loving how my books were set up. I'm also gonna do some speed reviews in this video, and I'm also gonna do a declutter. So if that's something you're interested in, then definitely stick around, leave a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe. All right, so I have got about probably 100, maybe 120 books here in front of me. You probably can't see all of them. I am gonna hang out over here on the side, so you'll be able to see me shelf things. But I don't really have a plan yet, so I don't know like what books are going where. I did have my books organized by height and then by color, as well as like series put together. I think I might do something similar, but it depends what I can fit on my shelf after I get rid of some of these books. So let me go ahead and get some things into piles, and then we'll chat. So I am a lover of a series. You know, I love, for example, like the Divergent series. I love having a series like this with the covers all matching. I've got this little guy who doesn't match, but that's okay. I'm not really a standalone gal, and a lot of times standalones are, for some reason, like a random size that don't fit anything else. So that makes it tricky. And then, you know, books like Addie LaRue. Like, I love Addie LaRue, but it doesn't, like, it fits with my other tall hardbacks, but it's just like a singular thing, which is fine, but like, I love a chunky series. Also, if you can see my pajama pants, they are, you know, cute like that. And I also have my slippies on, so yeah, the more you know. Now my slipper's falling off. Oh my gosh, can I get it back on? Yes, okay. Sorry, detour. I have a lot of book of the month books because I started to get book of the month, and then I bought it yearly, and if you don't use your credits by the end of the year, they run out. So like, you can skip, so say I start in January and I skip January because I don't like any of the books, and then in February I can double up. But say I get to December and I have credits left that I need to spend, but I don't like any of December's books. Well, that's too bad. I have to use them. So in this case, I used my last credits on The People We Keep. I didn't want to get this, but then everyone said it was amazing. So I might read it, but like, I don't know. Should I give it away? Like, I have 120 books on this shelf, you know? Like, am I really going to read this? I don't know. So I'm going to put this in the maybe pile because I've heard it's like brilliant, but I don't think it's for me, you know? So I'll put that in the maybe pile. Other things that drive me bonkers when organizing books on a shelf. Number one, I have a book like this. It's beautiful. It's a tall hardback. It's got a soft matte cover. I have this by Dan Brown, which I love, but it's shiny. Also, it sucks to take pictures of shiny books. So next to each other, it just looks funny, right? Doesn't it look funny? Or maybe I'm just picky, who knows? So for those of y'all that have watched my channel lately, you know that this is my favorite series, Scythe, right? Obsessed. Nothing angers me more. Watch this. Why? Why? I understand that two are paperback and one is a hardback, right? Like, this hardback fits all my smaller hardbacks. Why? It drives me insane. Like, I want to buy a whole new set of all these books just to like have it be perfect, but that makes absolutely no sense. So for now, I shelve them in 3 different places. Like, that, does that make sense? Right? I put this one with the ones that it's that height. I put this one with the ones that it's that height. And I put this one with that. But should I just put them all together? I hate being a perfectionist. I have so many books like these from Book of the Month that like I picked because I had to choose something from the 5, right? I'm sure both of these are great books. I've heard amazing things about both of them. But like, what was I doing? Like, I'm a library girl. Why was I like making myself have to pick from 5 books that I don't know if I would like them? It makes no sense to me. Anywho, so I'm going to keep these. Maybe I should do like a Book of the Month, like readathon next year. Maybe I'll set that up on Instagram. I'll see if anybody wants to join me in that endeavor. So as someone who hates tall hardbacks, I have like 9 million of them. I love small hardbacks. Like, they're the cutest on my shelf. But my favorite thing to actually read is a paperback, especially one that has a soft matte cover like this one. This book was so good. Oh my gosh. So this is a book that I loved this year by Christy Woodson Harvey, Under the Southern Sky. She actually reposted my post that I did on this that I took at the beach. I love this book, and I love that it's beat up, but like, I don't want to show it beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a hardback copy of this. So I might have to do that because I read this at the beach and it looks like it, you know? So I might have to get a new copy of this. But again, this is one that I don't know what shelf to put it on because it doesn't necessarily like fit the height and the appearance of the other books, but like, it is really good. So maybe I'll put that on my other shelf and keep it in my room because like, I know how much I love this book. All right, so I also buy a lot of books at used bookstores because I'm frugal. And so, for example, my favorite YA fantasy author, Jodi Meadows, has Incarnate, right? It's beautiful. But then I have the second one in hardback. And then I have the third one in paperback. So, like, do I store them together? No, I don't think so. Like, I usually put them like this on my paperback part, and this one goes in my hardbacks. I don't know. When I see people with like the most beautiful shelves, I get so jealous because I'm like, wow, everything matches. Like, you have 9 million hardbacks. Like 9 million. Yeah, I'm very thankful for my books though, because I love them. All right, so y'all are seeing my true goofiness now. I'm like surrounded by stuff and that makes me uncomfortable. So I'm like a little like goofy and hyper right now. I don't like being surrounded by stuff, but you know, such is the world of a bookworm. A lot of these books I'm like, will I ever read this? Will I ever read it? So I have no idea what to do with them. I mean, I give books all the time to my library because I get books from used bookstores. I give ARCs to my library after I read them. Books that I try an idea enough that I don't like, I give to my library. Like, I'm always having books come in and out. But like, I'm looking around in front of me and I'm like, okay, here's one. Star-Crossed Sisters of Tuscany. I don't read contemporary. I don't read like family. I don't read drama. I don't read like romance. I don't read any of that. And I've heard this is amazing. Trish, don't kill me. Like, I've heard this book is really good. Like, am I gonna read it? Should I give it to my mom? Like, I'm not gonna read this. Am I? I don't know. Again, it's another book of the month. I heard it's amazing, but like, I feel like the people who read book of the month contemporary books have a certain type of book that they like. And I know that, like, I know this is probably good, but that's not what I read. But should I? Maybe I should get out of my comfort zone. We'll see. Also, I just posted a reel on Instagram 3 days ago about how to get these silly stickers off of books. I should have taken my own advice. Like, I tried to peel this and I don't know why. If you take a blow dryer, like a hair dryer, and hit this for like 10 seconds, hit it with the hot air, it peels right off. It actually melts the glue, so the adhesive on the back of the sticker, it softens it and lifts it, so then you can peel right off and you shouldn't get any residue. If you do get any residue, you can lightly use Windex. But yeah, so I need to do that for this book. It's gonna drive me insane. All right, so I've sort of got my books into piles. In front of me that you can't see is I also have a ginormous box full of, sorry, I keep seeing my grill cover outside like fly away and I think it's a person. Anywho, I have all these middle grade books in front of me that I also need to figure out what to do with. Yeah, that's a story for a different time. So we're gonna work with what's right here. So I have paperbacks, I have small hardbacks, I have paperbacks, and big hardbacks. Hopefully you can see this in the camera. Like, I'm gonna check what's happening in the camera right now. Okay, so it turns out you couldn't see like literally anything that I was talking about, but here are my piles. So yeah, those are the piles that I'm working with. Maybe I will set the camera like this and you will be able to see a little bit better. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so this is just so this is just how it's gonna have to be. I'm not gonna be able to set the camera where you can see all my piles, I don't think, but yeah, we'll go with this. also going to start putting things on the shelf, so if you can't see me and you just see my hands for a little bit, that's what is happening there. So yeah, let's get to it. So books like this get me really confused, okay? Jodi Picoult, Sparkle Light, fantastic. Where do I put it? It's white. I almost said it's yellow. It's not. It's white, but it's got pink at the top, blue at the bottom. Do I put it with make a white section, I guess, or like a rainbow? Yeah, I guess so. Who knows? All right, 2 books that I love in the same series. Why is the typography different? Anybody? Anybody? No, I love both of them, and I love the covers on both of them. Like, they're sick, but like, Okay, I've got one shelf that is full to the brim. I keep pushing on the books and everything starts to shake. So that is my cue to stop. So yeah, those all fit on that shelf. Now I need to, I guess I'll go across. Yeah, I said I would go across, so now I guess I'll put, I've got white, black, red, orange, tan-ish, yellow, and orange. So now I need to work across on that side. I actually don't know if I have enough I might, enough tall hardbacks to go all the way across. But yeah, we'll see. I'm actually gonna put this one back on my shelf for now, and then I think I'll decide a little bit later. This one drives me crazy though, because I know that this book is green, but on the shelf it looks dark blue. So I'm actually gonna put it with dark blue because I think it looks better. All right, so I think what I'll go ahead and do is I'm going to take some of my taller, let me see if I can find them, my taller adult fantasies, like this one, Bochar Daughter, and I might throw that in over here. Does that make sense? I don't know. I like hate everything that's happening here. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of that space. I'll let you know here in a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get some series and things like together. So for example, Six of Crows duology, Court of Thorns and Roses. Like I can put all of those together with their corresponding books. Some of them I only have part of the series. So like for this one I only have part. Same with A Court of Thorns and Roses. But they're all pretty much like the same height. So I put all of those together. Yeah. All right, so I have an arc right here that I still need to show on Instagram. I'm actually gonna keep this off of my shelf. I'm gonna put it on my other one to remind me that I actually need to read it and not just look at it. All right, so I do have a few tall paperback adult fantasies. I've got Bochar Daughter, I've got Kingdom of City of Brass, and then Kingdom of Copper. I'm probably gonna just stick those together and put them on that shelf. So I'll see if I like that or not. Yeah. So I also have Bridge Kingdom and Traitor Queen. I love these books. I love the soft matte cover. The artwork is interesting. You know, it's a different style than most. The colors are beautiful, but these are really tall hardbacks. Which is, you know, kind of different for me. So they don't necessarily fit, like, let me give you an example. Skyward, this one is the same size as most of my YA fantasy. It's not, you know what I'm saying? So this is kind of an odd size, and I know I think it's because this was originally an Audible, and it wasn't in like mass printing. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, so these, at least they fit with each other. That's really all they match with. All right, so this is a mess to me, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these short hardbacks up here on the shelf. I'll get those on the top row, and then I'll see how much space left, and I'll see how much space I have left, and that'll help me decide sort of like what to do with the rest. So my parents make fun of me all the time. They say that all I do is move piles. They're not wrong. Mom, Dad, if you ever watch this, I'm moving piles. Alright, I'll find some paperback series that'll fit in there. And then I'll put these adult fantasy right up here. Now let's see if we can find anything else that's tall. I love that. I love that. Yay! So now we need to just get everything else that I have here on the floor onto the bottoms. It should fit really nicely. So let me do that real quickly before my battery runs out. Alright, so here's what I've got for now. I've got short hardbacks across the top. I also have some series across the top. I have hardbacks in tall, as well as some taller paperbacks. And then paperbacks. Obviously it's not full. That's totally fine with me. I'm sure I will find more books here soon. But yeah. So thanks for hanging out with me while I organize my bookshelves. I love doing this video. It was really fun. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, comment down below any favorites that you have on my shelf, things that I should read next, any ones that I mentioned, if I should keep them or not. And yeah, so I hope to see you all in my next video. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.